Does the truth really set you free? Well, good morning, my friends. It is I, John, here in the beautiful John Avenue Studios in Akron, Ohio, and drinking apple cider today. I was up early this morning and I had my coffee early, so now because I only drink one mug a day of coffee. Now I'm into my apple cider. I hope this finds you well this morning. I got a comment that I'd like to respond to. So, John, will you speak on this statement? Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. John 8:32. What is this truth, and how can one come to know it? Thanks. After all, it said that you wrote this. Well, the writing thing is an interesting thing because the writings themselves are handed down from oral tradition. So that's an interesting perspective on that. But let me go ahead and talk about this. Statement. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. There's a Buddha quote that says, when you realize how perfect everything is, you'll tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. The world is a place of belief. The world is a place of constructs, dogmas, doctrines, these things that give us this framework that we have to try to live into. The Bible says you must become as a child to enter the kingdom of heaven. It also says you must be born again. Both of these are going back to a clean slate before belief, going back to you living in the world consciously. The truth that's setting you free is that realize that all of the pathways, all of the methods, modalities, techniques, doctrines, dogmas, all of them are the things we set down to enter the kingdom of heaven, to basically be born again, is to come back to that place before belief. The truth is that you are a creator, and you create through your belief. Now, churches, doctrines will give you beliefs to follow. But the reality of it is each one of us is a creator. We don't need churches or doctrines to tell us what to believe. We darn sure don't need ancient books from a time period that is not as awakened as we are in this world to tell us how we're supposed to live. What we should be living into in this world is to take this present moment and make it loving. That is the truth. The truth is that you are a creator with God, and how you choose to live is how you're going to live. So when I look at, this is my personal truth that I'm speaking to you. You know, each one of us has to find our own personal truth. But for me, when I interpret this saying that's attributed to John of old, when you let go of the religions, the churches, the doctrines, the beliefs that you're a victim, the beliefs that you're unworthy or lacking in some way, when you release all those beliefs, you are free. You are free. And you are free to create lovingly, caring. You are free. Releasing those old truths that aren't truth. They're just beliefs that are given you through experience or through indoctrination. And the reality of it is, you are a creator with God. The Father and I are one. Greater works than I have done you will do. It is your faith that heals you. Ye are God's. Right here in this present moment, you are a co-creator with God. Right? What you think you become, you create your world. You are the culmination of your thought. All those things that I always say. You are the pinpoint of creation. And when you realize that you don't need to eat the body and blood of Christ or smudge your house for ghosts, or when you discover that none of it has to happen. It's just beliefs that have been chosen, and they became your physical experience because that has been the truth you've decided to follow. But when you come back to the realization you don't need any of it, and that you are one with God and you are co-creating with your very thought, That truth sets you free of everything. It sets you free of dogma. It sets you free of guilt. It sets you free of fear. It sets you free of everything. And you live a life that's joyful and loving and caring because that's a choice. Because not living that way is fear. And that's not the truth. Fear is an illusion of the lack of love. And when you come back to the expression of living in the very present moment, knowing you're empowered, knowing that you can deliver a peaceful, loving world right where you are, and realizing that you make your part of the world so bright, people around you are going to change because they're not aware as you are. You're not as conscious as you are. And being in that space of consciousness, you can awaken them to their consciousness, to their awareness. And we change the world that way by all of us consciously choosing to be loving no matter what and accepting no matter what. When I look at John 8:32, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. It all makes perfect sense to me because my personal truth has set me free. I'm not afraid of burning in hell. I'm not afraid of not having enough abundance. I'm not afraid of not being loved. I'm not afraid of those things. And I just am living my life joyfully and lovingly and caringly. And I feel free. I feel lighter. And for me personally, the more I strip away, the lighter I feel. Well, what's another word for that? Enlightenment. Strip away, get everything out, and just go back to your baseline. And just, I met this wonderful woman from Los Angeles, and she said, here's my spiritual thought. She goes, yeah, just don't be a jackass. And I love that. I love that, right? But I would flip it to a different direction. Be loving. Live loving. Everything. If you live loving, nothing else matters. If you live loving, nothing else matters because everything else is just the fear-based dogmas and doctrines of this is the way you have to do it to get there. No, you're already there. When you strip away all that stuff, you find your oneness with God, and the truth shall set you free. I hope that makes sense to some of you guys. I hope that answers your question as well. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.